If you are a beginner crocheter who would like to learn how to crochet doilies, but you are intimidated by crocheting with thread and a small size hook, I recommend that you start with 100% mercerized cotton yarn category 2, such as yarn art begonia, and a larger size hook size 3.5 millimeters. And here I have a perfect small doily for you to practice. It's only gonna take a small amount of yarn. Here I have some leftover yarn of yarn art begonia, and this is gonna be enough to make a small doily. I start with 8 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I join them into a ring with a slip stitch. Here I have a small ring, and now I'm going to work 24 double crochets into the ring. I start with 3 chains. These 3 chains will actually count as my first double crochet. So now I need to make 23 double crochets into the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. And now I'm going to join this round with a slip stitch into the top chain of these 3 starting chains. So the first round is now finished. I start the next round with 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 of these 4 chains will count as the first double crochet, and 1 chain will count as chain 1 space. Now into the next double crochet, I make a double crochet. Then 1 chain, and again into the next double crochet, I make a double crochet. 1 chain, and so on. Into each double crochet, I'm gonna make a double crochet, and after each double crochet, I make 1 chain. At the end of the round, I make 1 chain and join with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the beginning 4 chains. 1, 2, 3. Now I have 2 rounds finished. I start the next round with 8 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 of these chains will count as the first double crochet, and 5 chains will count as chain 5 space. I skip the next double crochet, and into the next double crochet, I make a double crochet. Now 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skip the next double crochet, and into the next one, I make a double crochet. Again, 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skip the next double crochet, and into the next one I make a double crochet. And that's how I'm gonna continue crocheting this row. 5 chains, skip 1 double crochet and a double crochet into the next one. Again, 5 chains, skip next double crochet and a double crochet into the next one. And that's how I'm gonna continue crocheting. At the end of the round, over here I need to make one more chain 5 loop, but I'm actually gonna finish it differently here. So first I make 2 chains, and then into the third chain of these 8 chains, 1, 2, 3, into the third chain I make a double crochet. And this creates a chain loop, but this also brings the hook and the yarn into the position for the next round. I start the next round with 6 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 of these chains will count as first double crochet, and 3 chains will count as chain 3 space. And now into the same stitch over here I make a double crochet. Next 2 chains, 1, 2, and into the next double crochet I make a single crochet. Now 2 chains, 1, 2, and into the middle chain of the next 5 chains, or the third chain, 1, 2, 3, over here I make a double crochet. Then 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the same chain 1 more double crochet. Now 2 chains, 1, 2, and into the next double crochet I make a single crochet. And again 2 chains, 1, 2, into the third or the middle chain I make a double crochet, 3 chains and a double crochet. Again 2 chains, 1, 2, and into the next double crochet I make a single crochet. And that's how I'm gonna continue crocheting all the way around. So I'll show you a bit more. 2 chains, and into the middle chain a double crochet, 3 chains and a double crochet, then 2 chains, and into the next double crochet a single crochet, and so on. And at the end of the round I make 2 chains, then a single crochet into the next double crochet, then 2 chains, and over here I have 6 chains, so I'm going to join with a slip stitch into the third chain. So 1, 2, 3, right here. And now I have 4 rounds finished, and the next round is going to be a round of shells. So first I make a slip stitch into the next chain 3 space, then 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. These 3 chains count as the first double crochet, and into the same chain 3 space I'm going to work 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, then 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the same chain space 4 more double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And here I have a shell. Now into the next chain 3 space, that's the space in between 2 double crochets, again I'm going to work a shell. So first 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 3 chains and 4 more double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again into the next chain 3 space I work the same shell, 4 double crochets, then 3 chains and 4 more double crochets. And that's how I'm gonna make this round. It's only gonna be a round of shells. And at the end of the round, I join with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain of these first 3 chains. And you can stop here and have a small doily, just like this one. And this small doily measures about 5 inches across. Or you can make one more round of shells and have a bigger doily, which measures about 6, a little bit more, 6.5 almost inches across. So if you want to make it larger, just make another round of shells. So first slip stitch to the center of the shell over here. So 1, 2, 3, and then a slip stitch into the chain 3 space. And I'm gonna make the same round of shells. So first 3 chains. These 3 chains count as the first double crochet. And now 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, then 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the same space 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And here is a shell, and into the next shell, into this chain 3 space, again I work the same kind of shell. So 4 double crochets, then 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again into the next shell, 4 double crochets, 3 chains and 4 double crochets. And I'm gonna make another round of shells like this, and I'll see you at the end of the round. And at the end of the round I join with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain. And now to fasten off, I make 2 chains, cut off the yarn tail and pull really tight. And then I can use a smaller size hook and hide the yarn tail inside the stitches. and also the yarn tail over here with a smaller size hook. I hide the yarn tail under the stitches. And here I have a small doily. I can block it now or simply press it with a hot iron.